Hare Krishna. So this is like something like personal realization. So it is this is a small group of known devotees. So I'm daringly sharing my what do you say realization. Normally, as devotees, we should always seek higher devotees association. Then this helps us in our understanding and in our advancement. So we should preach Krishna consciousness. We should give Krishna consciousness, and we should take. The taking should be enough so that we will be able to give. So in this mode, I balance both. Like I help others to whatever I gained. So more than that, I should take more. That was always my mood, because there you have to be very humble and receive the knowledge, right? So in that way, I normally take the knowledge from my spiritual master, and always very attentive in his classes and follow his instructions mainly. And other than that, we read Prabhupada's books, we listen to his lectures. So yesterday, day before yesterday, Sunday, after all our classes, I do a lot of children's class, and after that I was so totally exhausted. Still, we came to my husband and myself came to know about one class given by a very senior disciple, a very senior disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He is a Tamil, and he is a very knowledgeable, and so rarely he gives class. So myself and my husband, though we were tired, but still we sat in that class and we attended the class, and it was a really life-changing lecture. So I want to relate that lecture, and take a class for our Mataji, so that we also gain something in our life. To the class was very deep. So whatever I could understand with my tiny brain, I want to share with you all. So, and later I wanted to, I later yesterday, after Ekadasi Vrata, almost I was completing my chanting, everything. Then I could, the devotee is very senior, so I cannot disturb him, but somehow something pushed me inside that, I should talk to him or write to him. My husband was not willing. But still, I contacted one senior devotee to take his number, and I wrote to him. And again, mm, I had some interaction through chatting, and really my false ego got smashed. And I dare today, because of that shock, I'm not able to give class today. So better, I thought, okay, these are all my lady women devotees, so that I can open my heart and share the experience which I gained. The whole lecture he was talking that we devotees, we think that by reading Srila Prabhupada books, we think that by chanting or taking initiation, we became devotees. We are normally we take devotional service very cheaply. We take it very cheaply, and we also uh, become very puffed up, and that blocks our advancement. That blocks completely our advancement. So he quoted one verse. I'm scared to do anything in devotionals, like anything in quoting or referring, though I am disqualified. Um, but I have already started this class. If I would have heard his classes long before, I would have stopped even preaching. He said, we have no qualification to preach. We have only one qualification, that is, we help others to read Srila Prabhupada's books. We can help others to follow Srila Prabhupada. but we ourselves as individual, we cannot guide anyone. That's what is the essence of his lecture. So he said, the spiritual knowledge is not very cheap, like any other things in this world. For example, he quoted Prabhupada saying, in 218, if you can take Bhagavatam and see, 218 purport, second canto, first chapter and eighth verse. See, I memorized also that much. He spoke to me. I read also, he also quoted this in the class, that by having English knowledge, for example, we have English knowledge. So by having this language knowledge, is it possible for us to study Bhagavatam? Many, I have seen many devotees, those who don't know English or those who don't, they are not materially educated, they feel, oh, we don't know, we didn't study properly material education, that's why we are lacking. But that should be removed from the mind by having material knowledge. Like for example, you know English. By knowing English, can you go to a bookshop, buy some medical books and study those books? Many books are available in the market regarding, um, like our anatomy and physiology, medical field. By taking physiology book or taking anatomy book, by reading them, because we know English, by reading them, can we become a doctor? Prabhupada is writing this example. Can we become a doctor? No, it is not possible. To become a doctor, though we have books are there. By reading books, we cannot become doctors. Similarly, by reading scriptures, can we become devotees? This is what the full topic was about. His lecture was about. We have Bhagavatam, we have Bhagavad Gita. By reading them, can we become devotees? Or we really gain the real knowledge? That's what the lecture was about. Yes, by reading, simply by reading and memorizing some verses, uh, we cannot have the perfect realization. Unless we take it very deeply, unless we become very sincere, unless we understand, even after understanding all these things, I am not qualified, I don't know anything. Because it is spiritual subject is like that. So he quoted one example that once, mm, Sanatana Goswami, we all know Sanatana Goswami. Second in Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, brothers, they were scholars. Sanatana Goswami know many, many languages. He even was talking Arabic, Persian, Sanskrit, so many languages. Sanatana Goswami know, and he was very, very highly scholarly person. When he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that, I have read scriptures. By reading scriptures, I know everything. But in reality, I don't know anything. But what I am thinking is, I know everything. This is my problem. When Sanatana Goswami admits, he is a pure devotee and he really knows. But when he admits that I don't know the spiritual science, what to speak of people like us? So knowing spiritual knowledge is impossible within our realms. So what we have to do? What we have to do, simply surrender to Acharya, simply surrender to Srila Prabhupada for their mercy. Without this mercy, nothing will be revealed to us. So, generally, what we do after taking initiation or after advancing in bhakti to certain level, we consider ourselves as devotees. We consider ourselves as expert in that field. That's what he was telling, expert in that field, and we become very puffed up. We become that blocks our advancement, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted that he sang Sistashtakam Trinadapi Suni Chena Tarorapi Sahishnana Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Unless we understand, this is our reality also. This subtle body or gross body, whatever we have, um, and the intelligence, mind and intelligence, with this, we cannot understand, we cannot realize the higher thing. We cannot realize the absolute truth. We cannot realize who am I or who is God. This is beyond our scope. This we have to understand. But a question may arise, then why all these things are there? Why there is class going on? Why we have to read Bhagavad Gita? Ultimately, we are not going to understand why it is there, or um, why we need to read Bhagavatam, why we need to associate with devotees. If it is highly impossible for us to achieve the goal. This question arised, he didn't answer, but I am answering. In the course, in the course of our study, in the course of our endeavor, if we are sincere, the knowledge will be revealed to us. So that's why he quoted this verse, Yashadeva para bhaktir yata deva tata guru tasyaita katita hi artaha prakashante mahatmanaha. Only unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and spiritual master are all the imports of Vedic knowledge automatically revealed. It's not by studying, it's not by getting degrees. I have seen devotees getting degrees also in spiritual thing. They join Bhakti Sastri course, Bhakti Vaibhav course, Bhakti Vedanta and some Bhakti Sarvabhauma, and they memorize slokas, and they get scholars, 90%, 100% marks. They write exams, they pass through. That is good. Definitely memorizing verses, understanding verses is good, but that is not all in all. We need to know the subject matter. Like, for example, if you know English language, with that, if you know English language, if you study calculus, it's a mathematics, right? If you study chemistry using that language, will you become scholar in that subject? No. Unless you are expert in that subject, it's not possible for us to master that. So here it is said that spiritual science is not like that. With material qualification or our physical endeavor, it is not possible for us to um, gain expertise in that field. It's by the mercy, it's by the faith, implicit faith. We should have implicit faith in the Lord and on spiritual master. Then the knowledge may be revealed to us. So the spiritual science is not something very cheap or something very easy. He was criticizing that many people, Tom, take a hand. So many people, they start giving classes or they preach. But when we preach, what we should preach? With our endeavor. Like, for example, take my case. My case is that I have no qualification to speak on spiritual subject matter. Then you may ask, why, Mataji, you are speaking? Like, for example, I don't know swimming. If I jump into the river, I may get drowned, right? I don't know swimming, definitely. But somehow I fell into a river. You are also fell in the river. We are all in the same condition. But what I can do is, I am swimming towards a big ship, rescuing ship. I can say that you can also go there. That much only I can do. That's my thing. That's my position, I can say. So when you preach also, when you go out and give this knowledge, you also should have this understanding. This is reality. This is fact. That we cannot save anybody. We cannot give a lecture on Bhagavatam, or I cannot. I am saying I cannot do this. because I am not a self-realized person. Unless I am a self-realized person, the current will not go to you. So what I can do is please connect yourself with self-realized person. That I can tell you. Then the knowledge will be revealed to you. Please have implicit faith in the Lord and in spiritual master. Unless we develop this, it's not possible for us to reach the goal. Then maybe it may take lifetimes to reach the goal. Because we think we know, we think I understand, we think I am great. This I am great, I understand, I know everything, I am doing. All these things should be removed from our heart, from our mind, from our understanding. So for this, I would like to narrate the life incident of Stila Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya definitely is an acharya, but still, this incident in his life is an example for us. So Ramanujacharya went to his guru for mm, for diksha to get the mantra. Ramanujacharya, we all know he is an acharya, great person. Still, the guru was not easily giving him the mantra. So he went every time when he went. It's a big philosophical discussion, but I understood little bit only. Ramanuja went to a spiritual master, that is Tirukoshti Nambi. His name is Trikoshti Nambi. Trikoshti Nambi was not willing to give the mantra for him. Then he said, "You go." Every time when Ramanuja went, he said, who are you? Who is here?" Then Ramanuja used to say, I Ramanuja, I am Ramanuja, I am Ramanuja, used to tell. But the spiritual master expected that the I should go, that I am. So finally, Ramanuja understood. Many times he indicated, like, he wanted that from him, from Ramanuja. Then Ramanuja understood, and then he said, I am the servant came here. I am Dasa came here. In Tamil, it's a beautiful word, which I cannot translate in English. It's a very beautiful word, adiyen. Adiyen means in Sri Sampradaya, the devotees always speak like that. There is no I, because the system is understood that if you think that I am great, I am rich, I am beautiful, I am intelligent, I am this, I am that, that is related to the body. But the soul is servant of Krishna, servant of devotees, to bring that identity when they speak. I recently had the opportunity to speak to a Sri Vaishnava devotee, very, very simple, nice, wonderful devotee, but he always used the word adiyan when he speaks. Now, when I use the word I feel very, very ashamed, because when I say I take class, I sing, I chant, I fast, I feel like, I'm not qualified to do this. But when I speak also, I should not use this I, but I don't know how to put that in English. We are not in our devotee group, we are not trained like that. We are given names like, my name is Geeta Govinda Dasi, servant. So when we speak also, we should speak in that mood, when our feeling, willing, our total behavior should be in this understanding that with my own intelligence, with my own personal whatever I have, I cannot understand this great science. It's by the mercy of Krishna, by the mercy of the Acharya Stila Prabhupada, uh, I have some hope. Otherwise, with my own endeavor, nothing is going to happen. My own endeavor, what happens, we may achieve something materially. Like, for example, I may memorize many verses, I may chant many rounds, mm, I may get up for Mangalarti, go every day by 3 o'clock. Some they even say that, before Mangalarti, we complete our rounds. This can be done. This can be done, but will you really understand? Will you really become a devotee? It's a big question mark. We can make many we can become very famous. Maybe in the bhakti field itself, I have seen many famous personalities. They have thousands of subscribers. So these things may be possible. Even one can become even Indra, Chandra, Brahmadev, all these things. But we, are we really become devotee? It's a big question mark, because this field is given to a person who has this understanding, like Sanatana Goswami. It's real understanding, because Lord Anantadev, we have seen in fifth canto, Lord Anantadev, with his thousands and thousands of tongues, was not able to glorify the Lord for many, many yugas. He is glorifying, 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 glorifying. Still, he is unable to complete it. Then what to speak of very, very insignificant souls like us? So where we can have the guts or courage to think I am great, I am this, or I am that. So when I spoke to that Prabhuji, he smashed my false ego. So today I had no courage to speak anything in this in our destined class. So I thought, okay, let me share this realization that I have still long way to go, very long way to go. But understanding our tiny position in spiritual path, understanding our very lowly position. But another thing which he didn't tell, but my understanding is, by saying this, we should not keep ourselves away. When we speak, when we preach to non-devotees or new devotees, like, you have to chant, you have to follow this, you have to do this, do this. They become scared and they go away. So similarly, when we see the intensity or seriousness of bhakti, people may go away. "Oh, okay, this is not my cup of tea, maybe next lifetime," or something like that they say. But bhakti, devotional service is very, very simple if we have sincere and clear understanding. Like I have explained this, Prabhupada has explained this incident happened in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God himself. When he went to Srirangam, he saw a devotee taking Bhagavad Gita upside down, and he was crying. So everybody were laughing. Oh, this Brahmana is taking the devotee is taking Bhagavad Gita upside down and is crying. They were laughing. He doesn't know how to read Bhagavad Gita. But Mahaprabhu understood that he is not an ordinary devotee. So he said, "Why you are crying?" Then he said, "My spiritual master told me to study Bhagavad Gita, but I am uneducated. I don't know how to read. But he's told me to read Bhagavad Gita, so I'm holding Bhagavad Gita. But by seeing Bhagavad Gita, I could understand one thing, that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he was he is very merciful that he came up as a chariot driver for his devotee, and he is helping his devotee. By seeing this, I am crying." So this much only I can understand from Bhagavad Gita. Then Mahaprabhu hugged him, embraced him, and glorified him, that you are really, really studying Bhagavad Gita. um, we all should come, even after understanding so many things. um, the great um, rishis, the great scholars, like Vyasadev, Acharyas, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, they all remained in the state that we are just a tiny little person before the Lord, tiny little being before the Lord's knowledge. Or when we take the scripture as a whole, what we can understand, our understanding is like this: a small ant is crawling here. If the ant see us, our gigantic, for the ant, our appearance is huge and big. It is inconceivable for the ant to understand human body. It's like that for our level, for our thing. the scripture or spiritual line is beyond our scope, definitely. Whatever we understood is little bit. Whatever we are now studying or following is very, 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 very insignificant portion. Then how we can have hope is only by their mercy. Our liberation or our we getting Krishna prema is 100% depend on the mercy of the acharya. That's all. 100%. For that mercy we have to cry and try. We have to cry for that mercy and we have to try for that mercy, understanding where we are. Other than that, we are nothing. So when we say that we are nothing, we don't know anything, it's beyond our level of understanding. By saying this, we should not leave devotional service. Prabhupada told us we have to chant 16 rounds, we have to follow the regulative principles, we have to simply follow what Srila Prabhupada says with implicit faith, a complete faith, 100% faith that my spiritual master will definitely show me the path. Another example can be given, that all our endeavor should be to go to the spiritual master. Or for this one example I can give you, that a ant from maybe different Chennai, and in Hema is there in Bangalore. In Hema city, there is one small ant wanted to come to Mayapur. Mayapur is a dham, right? Holy place. How an ant can travel this long distance and come on the way, it may be smashed by even stepping out of the house may be not possible. But the ant uh, intelligently decide to come and sit in Hema's handbag quietly. Then Hema travels from Bangalore to Mayapur. Then the ant has the possibility of coming to Mayapur. Otherwise, nothing. So here the ant is our position, and Hema is like Acharya. So if we go and catch hold of the lotus feet of the Acharya, then we have hope. Otherwise, we have no hope. What is this catching hold of lotus feet of Acharya? What is this? So literally go and catch the lotus feet of Acharya? No. Following
Surrender.
the instructions. Whatever he gave us, whatever he taught us, whatever he told within our capacity, that we have to do. That is catching hold of a lotus feet of the Lord, a lotus feet of the Acharya. Then it is possible for us. Then we have some hope. So then we can say the Yesha Deva Para Bhaktir Yata Deve Tatha Guru Tashaita Katita Hi Artaha Prakashante Mahatmanaha. Then the secret will be revealed within our heart. Otherwise, it won't be. It won't. So what we all need to do is we have to follow what Srila Prabhupada gave us the system. We have to study his books carefully, very, very intensely, not lightly. Then the things may be revealed to us. Otherwise, we may pass on like this for many lifetimes. We may not understand. This is what the recent realization was. We may do so many things, but when we do so many things, we should not think that I am doing and I became great. It's by the mercy we are able to do all these things. Otherwise, um, where we may be rotten in this material world like many other people who don't even become theist. We are seeing, there are lots of atheists. Means they don't even become God believer. What to speak of becoming Krishna conscious? They don't even know. What a shame, no? See, the atheists are really shameless people. If some in the world, if somebody don't know who is his father, such persons are called as low. I mean, very, very um, low category, right? If a man don't know who is his father, then it is considered in the society was It's not good, right? Similarly, in the world we have unlimited atheists who don't even know who is his father. Our supreme father is Krishna. Our God is Krishna, but they don't know who is their father. Means what a shame. They remain as atheist. So if we don't have the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we would have been like even more rascals like this, the atheist, Mayavadis, non-believers, who are living like animals. Fortunately, by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we got his book. Prabhupada has given us the society to realize all these things. But always we should be in the mood of Srila Sanatana Goswami. We should be always, but it is a fact also. It is a fact also. Mercy is going to help us, nothing else. So we need to follow them, and hope that his mercy will protect us. His mercy will help us that one day we will achieve the human goal. We can achieve the human goal. Otherwise, we don't have any hope. Otherwise, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jadare shainam may continue us. Otherwise, whatever pious activity we are performing, we may end up in other planets. We may become famous, rich, beautiful, with material things, and again come back, go minus plus will happen. But within this lifetime, if we follow, catch hold of Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet, there is hope for us. So I end with this. Please share your comments or doubts or maybe criticisms. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, very nice realization, Mataji. Uh, it's very important point for us that how to develop our humility, because as you told, this is very important point, Mataji. I was recently this going through this Vaishnava Acharya song book, and there are songs written by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Swami. Only one song is there, Guru Parampara.
Mm.
I was thinking Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Swami was a great scholar. He must have written some complicated songs. I was just a thought, and I was going through that. He has just described the Guru Parampara. At the end, he was telling that I am a very low sannyasi, Tridandi sannyasi, and I fall at just the feet of the Guru Parampara. It really brought some tears to my eyes, Mataji. He is a very great person, Bhakti Siddhanta
Lion
Saraswati
Guru.
Thakur.
He's Lion
Ah,
Guru. Yeah. But
Lion
at the
Guru.
age of 7, he completed Bhagavad Gita memorization. He's, scholar, very, very great scholar.
Yes, Mataji. But he telling that I am very low sannyasi. He didn't even recognize himself as the son of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Vinod Thakur. Sorry, Mataji. Uh, I was really thinking, Mataji, how to develop this humility. Definitely, yes, Mataji. This is past 1 week. I am praying. Please, I have to become very humble like that. But yes, Mataji, my goal is also like that. We have, because we are not humble, little bit comfortable position we get, then forget and happily chant and enjoy the life like that we became. Or we are not able to cry for Krishna, cry for, like, we are not able to do that because we are not humble enough. That's what Mataji, this yes, Mataji, that's what my really I wanted to share. And with your guidance, hope I can also become humble like you, Mataji. Thank you,
No, I
Mataji.
am not humble where I am humble. Uh,
No, no, Mataji, you are.
Normally,
That's why you are sharing this, right, Mataji?
the Prabhuji yesterday night, yeah, after chanting, how intensely I chant on Ekadasis, but not very attentive chanting, I can say. I was some trying chanting. I'm I I am trying to chant. So, but I was caught with him that Krishna really brought out the false ego, that thing out through this devotee, from by this devotee, because I was I was praying constantly that I need some higher guidance, I need some higher guidance, I need some higher guidance. So he smashed, and he put the conversation also down. There is no use in talking to idiots like you, he was telling. Mm. But
Why,
later
Mataji?
he stopped talking. He said, Don't mistake me." He was telling also that. He was telling, but I understood that I am in such a, I am in a very, very foolish condition. That's why the higher devotee could understand that. How dare you can, he quoted um, one sentence, beautiful sentence, with the usual ahankar, false ego. I thought I can write an essay on that. Then I wrote to him that give me permission, so that because that sentence was really, really very, very nice, very nice. It's in Tamil. He gave an English class, but this sentence he said I should not have shared this and that. He was telling. But you are all dear devotees, so I want to share that sentence. Only Tamil devotees can enjoy this sentence. தன்னை தன் தன்னை தன்னால் மறைத்து அருளும் பெருமான். தன்னை தன்னால் மறைத்து அருளும் பெருமான். And he said, you have no qualification to write article on this. It's a very deep subject matter. So I kept myself quiet, and then I admitted my condition. Then I said, Prabhu, yes, Prabhu, I will not write. He said it has a deep meaning, all these things. So, but I will pray. I will pray to the Lord. This sentence, we have to give the meaning of this sentence to everyone. That's my mood. Everyone, like, saying that it is very, very intense. You may not understand whether but we should give the nectar to everyone. That was my mood. But still, I will pray. I will pray to the Lord. I will pray to that same devotee. I will pray to my spiritual master. Pray to Acharya, that so that one day or other, maybe in this lifetime, I should write an essay on that. Though he smashed me, I still uh, pray to the Lord that I should understand this. Understand this. I accepted that. Yes, Prabhu, I'm not qualified to write um, on this because it is very, very highly confidential or whatever it is. So then he stopped. Then he stopped, and then he didn't speak. So I also didn't force him to guide me on this subject matter. One thing, the class is my realization. The class is realization. Definitely, whoever it may be. Kunti Maharani said in Kunti Maharani's prayers that what is it? Tata Paramahamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam. That, great Paramahamsas and rishis, great sages and rishis, they are struggling to understand you, or they may be able to understand you. But after all, I am a woman. How I can understand you? Kunti Maharani is a very great surrendered, chaste devotee. She understood, she can understand, but it is for us. The prayer is for us, that we women, we cannot understand, because our tiny brain is only how I can look beautiful, how I can eat palatable, how I can live comfortably, how I can enjoy with my husband and children. These were the womanly tendency. How I can gossip about other women. So these are the womanly deficiencies. So with this conditioning, how I can dare to think that I am a devotee, I am a preacher, I am this and that. So this is my realization. So I understood. So at least I will accept my reality.
Mataji, this sentence, Tannai Tannal Maraithu Arulum Peruman.
Hmm.
Right, Mataji?
Is there in, have you seen this verse in any Alvar song?
No, Mataji. Which means that the Lord can be revealed only by His mercy. Something like that, Mataji.
Otherwise, it is not possible.
So get this mercy that you are saying that
No,
he
this
has
is
to become.
this is definition of Maya. This is definition of Maya. That Maya is also coming from him. Maya
Ah,
is illusion. Maya is also his energy, and he is covering himself by Maya. He covered himself by Maya. So if you want to cross over Maya, it is by his mercy only, not by your endeavors. But by saying that it is difficult to cross over Maya, I will not make a move, or I will sit idly is also not good, right? This part that Prabhuji didn't tell, but I am telling, I am adding in the sense that I have heard from Srila Prabhupada's books, or from my spiritual master's guidance, that we need to make endeavor, but this should not stop us in making endeavors. This should not stop us from chanting or doing our daily sadhana. Oh, it's very impossible, so I won't do. Not like that. We should try. We should go behind. So after that, I decided that within my heart, I will keep praying for the association of higher devotees, senior devotees. This I am doing since time, like for many many years. I am praying for association of pure devotees. This is my daily prayer. I pray to the Lord, which like Prithvi Maharaja is praying in fourth canto, no? So I want to hear from, um, I want to hear from pure devotees. Please give me 10 million years, right? It's a beautiful verse. Um, न कामयेनाथ तदपि हम क्वचिन न यत्र युष्मा चरणाम्बुजासव महन्तमान्तर्हृदयान्मुखोच्युतो विदस्व कर्णायुधमेषमेवर. My dear Lord, I therefore do not wish to have the benediction of merging into your existence, a benediction in which there is no existence of the nectarian beverage of your lotus feet. I want the benediction of at least 1 million years, for thus I may be able to hear about your glories of your lotus feet from the mouth of pure devotees. So, my prayer is always I want to have the association of pure devotees. So, you can also pray. We have to pray. Association of pure devotees is not easy. That we have to understand. It is not easy. Definitely, it is not easy. As we think, take the mobile phone, go into YouTube, and hear some lectures. We think that it is association. Definitely, it is benefiting us, but it is the association of devotee means it's a quality association, that we take something from them, we follow something from them, we apply something from their life, we bring lifetime changes in our life. That is association. Association is not something very easy and cheap. We change, like one time, if a senior devotee says change your this wrong behavior, or change this, we change. When we change, that is a real association. Then we take something from them. Otherwise the power will not flow in. Otherwise we may not become like them. We may not gain that, though we may be sitting next to them. We may be sitting next to them. So this many devotees told, I will not mention their names. Many Grahastha devotees were there with Prabhupada. My spiritual master was not, he saw Srila Prabhupada only in 3 times, in a fraction of very short time, not very long discussions, or being with him, feeding him, offering service, personal service, nothing like that. But he became a very powerful devotee. Similarly, we may be with great devotees, but to gain that power, to gain the real quality of them, is taking association. So for that, we need to pray, we need to cry, we need to endeavor. Otherwise, we may hear, like read Prabhupada's books thoroughly, get some degrees, memorize some verses, but still remain the same. Remain the same. So for this, I can say one story so that the essence will go easily. There, a spiritual master was there, and disciples planned to go for a pilgrimage. So they said, Guruji, we want to go to pilgrimage. Then the Gurudev wanted to tell them something, the usage of going to pilgrimage. He said, while you are going, please take this bitter gourd with you, go to pilgrimage and come back. So they carried bitter gourd with them, and then they visited all the pilgrimage and came. Then he said, you cook the bitter gourd. They cooked it. How is it taste? It is bitter. So by this bitter gourd traveled to all the pilgrimage, but still remained a bitter gourd, right? So we may travel to pilgrimage or we may associate with pure devotees, but if we remain the same, we are no other than uh, what is the use of that association, right? We should try to change, or we should follow the senior or realized devotees experience, or adapt in our life, follow in our life, then changes may come, right? Mm. So any other comments, doubts?
Mataji, how to identify association?
I am not able to hear. Are you in office?
No,
Can you loudly speak? If you are not,
yes, yes, Mataji. I wanted to know how do we get to know with whom, with the devotees we are associating, like if they are qualified.
yeah, I understood your question like this: with whom we have to associate, how we can how we can understand who is right, who is wrong, right? Yeah,
Correct, Mataji.
how we can identify who is right. That much intelligence we should have by reading Srila Prabhupada's books. Um, definitely we should have, but otherwise you can seek some. For example, in my case, I normally seek my husband's help, and I do have senior devotees. Before listening to some classes or before listening to reading some books, generally it is said that we should first read Srila Prabhupada's books. Then only we are allowed to read any other books. So again, then if we want to really read some books, we should get permission from our senior devotees, or we can ask other devotees, like, is this, if you are confused, it is easy to identify, like, who is right or who is wrong, if they follow Srila Prabhupada's words strictly, or um, like, for example, you want to listen to some kirtan in the YouTube, right? In my experience, by seeing the singer, I can understand that they are good devotees or not. They may sing very, very, very sweetly, but if they are not devotees, then by hearing them, we won't gain anything. Maybe time pass. You understand? So the song may not be very sweet, but if the singer is a pure devotee, then we will benefit. Prabhupada is not singing very sweetly, but we will be benefiting by hearing Prabhupada. So this is the way if you listen to some kirtan, but if you It may not go inside only. It may be. So, right from listening to Kirtan or listening to devotees, better. So, for everybody, generally it is said that better you listen to Prabhupada, read Prabhupada, because undoubtedly he is a pure Acharya. He's Acharya. So, better without other things are very complicated to find out who is pure, who is great, who is not great. This is difficult for us. But immediate associations, um, by associating with them, you can understand whether they are, how they are guiding us, how they are leading us. With that, we can understand. You be there with them for 1 day, 2 day, you can identify what is their mood. That also is possible. Are they really devoted, or their talks are only about spiritual, or they gossip, or they speak unwanted things? That you can identify.
Thank you, Mataji.
Any other doubts? Other devotees are keeping silent. I am very scared. So I wish this one better we will not circulate. I'm recording it, uh, but I don't know. I will not post it in the group. I'll keep it when some devotees they want, or that time I will give to that devotee alone. Better not to post this. I'm a bit scared, right? If you want, I can privately give the link. Otherwise, no. Hmm. Next week, we will continue with our normal routine prayers. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. वैष्णव वृंद की जय. हरे कृष्ण.